Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No More Excuses, the podcast where I try to kick your ass and your mindset into gear and light a fire under your business. Yes, you thought I was going to say under your ass. That too, sometimes. Well, I am your badass host, Sandi Ballard, the badass business coach. And guess what, people? It's May. Yes, and that means one thing besides warmer weather, allergy season, and iced coffee overload. It's Small Business Month. Yes, that's right. It's Small Business Month. This month is all about you, the badass behind the business. Whether you're solo or leading a growing team, this is your reminder that you're the heartbeat of the economy, the risk taker, the late night thinker, the go all inner, and that deserves to be celebrated. All right? Yes. But I'm not here just to throw confetti. Wish I had some confetti right now. Imagine me throwing confetti and give you a high five virtually. You know me. I'm also here to push you, to challenge you, and to help you achieve the results you desire. May isn't just about, a time to recognize small business. It's a time to bloom. So today I want to talk about what it means to bloom in business. Well, what is it? What is blooming? Yes, Mayflowers, right? Well, if you live in California, Florida, or somewhere else warm, there's always blooms, right? But for the most part, blooming and things are just renewed. So, nature's been dormant for the most of us, most of the country, the world, wherever. It's been buried for months. I remember when living in Indy and I'd see that first little crocus, yeah, or daffodil that would come up. You're like, oh yes, it's over with, right? That's usually in March, but man, when I lived in Indy, we would sometimes have snow flurries in May, and it was bullshit. That's why I really do love living in the warm weather, but this all too well should sound familiar. Maybe your energy's been a little low, motivation dragging, sales have been meh, but spring isn't subtle. It explodes. It's all about blooms and regrow or growth and rebirth. And I want that same energy for you. Blooming means growth. Blooming means visibility. It means putting all those deep-rooted plans and ideas into action and finally seeing the seeds you've been planting showing up like the bold, bright force and badass that you are. So I want you to ask yourself, are you playing small out of fear? Are you stuck in the same patterns that kept you buried in quarter one? Or are you ready to push through the dirt and rise above so people can see you and notice you? Hmm? Think about it. And so today I also want to talk about three ways to boom, make a boom, maybe bloom like a badass. Let's get into it. All right. Three ways to bloom this month, both in your business and as its leader. Number one, prune the dead shit. Yes. What was you expecting me to say? Dead stuff? No, dead shit. Look at your habits, your offers, your relationships, or even your clients who are draining you. What's not serving your growth? What needs to go? I talked about this in probably more in March or April with spring cleaning. You know, have you really done it? You don't see a tree bloom while dragging its dead branches around, right? You usually see the landscapers, or maybe you do it if they're your own trees, and you trim it off. I don't give a shit if it's a rose bush, a plant, or a tree. You got to cut back and allow for new growth. So let it go and make space for the new. Number two, turn towards the sun. Yes, who doesn't love the sun? Well, some people don't. I don't know, that might be weird, but what lights you up is really what it's about. What brings you joy in your business? Because that's what I do for a living. I help people find the joy in their business and do what they're good at. Do it is a good use of their time and delegate the shit they don't want to do. Doesn't make them money, not a good use of your time, and really just figure out how to do what makes you light up. That energy makes you want to get up in the morning and do it all over again, right? I want you to do more of that. So write down what really just jazzes you, you know? If you're always stuck in the grind, burnout, it's right around the corner and it's going to suck. So align your energy with what helps you grow, whether it's creativity, connection, clarity. You know, some people love to network and others really don't. So, where are you in your business? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Years ago, I did a workshop. Maybe I need to do that again. It says just because you're a chef doesn't mean you can run a restaurant. Find out who you want to be, the maitre d', the hostess, or the chef, or the general manager. So think about your role in your company. You don't have to be everything, but we always try to be, right? Okay, and number three, water consistently. You like all these little weird analogies. So think about discipline, not motivation. You don't get a blooming garden by watering it once and walking away. So, what does your business need daily? Marketing? Sales outreach? Leadership? Stay consistent no matter what it is, even if you don't fucking feel like it. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens with routine. And I personally am a huge routine fan, and I know some of you aren't. And well, you're gonna have to figure that out a little bit, right? And let's talk about leadership in uncertain times. Real talk. If you know me, you know I don't bullshit. So let's be real. The economy is weird, hiring sucks, and the uncertainty is the new normal. But guess what? That's where true leaders rise. If you want to grow a business that thrives in chaos, you've got to communicate clearly and lead with intention. And that's where I come in. I'm a DISC certified coach. I help leaders just like you understand how to communicate better, communicate more effectively with your team and yourself. It's like you got to listen to the shit that's coming out of your mouth sometimes and be like, uh, whoops, or hell yes. Yeah. When you understand your leadership style and you understand how it shows up under stress, you stop reacting and start leading. And that's the biggest thing. I just talked to a client yesterday, and she has had a lot of things going on personally and professionally. And she said she can feel the anxiety building. And she's trying to understand those triggers. Well, we know what the triggers are, and learn when to just take a step back, breathe, pause, not respond. That is my biggest, biggest suggestion to any of you. If you get a text, an email, Teams message, whatever the hell it is, and it just pisses you off or just frustrates you or confuses you, maybe draft a response. But for the love of God, especially if it's after hours or you've had some cocktails, do not push send. For fuck's sake, do not push send. Sleep on it, okay? You might still kind of feel the same in the morning, but I guarantee you will rewrite it. Perhaps put what you want in AI, chat GPT, or whatever you use, and tell them to soften it up a little bit. No, you don't have to not be you, but sometimes you need to be a little softer on the edges, right? It's when the trust is built, chaos calms down, and your team will rally behind your vision. Hmm. Yes, I promise you that. So if you're tired of feeling like you're white knuckling your business, you're just like "Ugh," all the time, and you can feel the stress building before you even walk in that door, then you've got to reevaluate what is going on, reevaluate your role, who is in your environment, what's in your environment, and what is going on in this crazy ass storm. Because maybe it's just, maybe you're a seasonal business and you're busier now or not as busy. You've got to look at that and see what is going on, right? A good, strong business will weather any storm. It's not comfy, it's not fun, but it's going to be there afterward. So it's time to dig deeper and bloom bigger, right? So celebrate your business loudly, loudly. So it's Small Business Month. Listen in. It isn't just about growth, it's about celebration. So here's my challenge to you: celebrate yourself out loud publicly. Post your wins, share your story, send a thank you email to your clients, right? I don't know, run a promotion, give your team a shout out, and not just like, oh, good job. I don't know, maybe that's all they need, but celebrate them, celebrate you, celebrate all the shit you've been through and where you are today. Hell, even take yourself out for a coffee or a cocktail and just sit in gratitude for a moment and think about how far you've come. This is your month. Don't let it pass you by with your head down in the grind, stressed out, frustrated, and your heart just like tired, chest pains. I know those feelings. All right. So to recap, cut the dead shit, turn toward the sun, water consistently, communicate clearly. And it's not just about how you speak, whether you're a mumbler or not. It's, making sure you are being effective in your communication. And don't forget to celebrate. All right. Your business isn't just a job, it's a reflection of you. So bloom boldly, unapologetically, and consistently, because this month and every damn month, there are no more excuses. All right. Let's go, badass. And if you find this episode lit a fire under your ass, tag me, share it with your fellow business owners, put it on social. That's what I said. Tag me. Sandi at sandiballard.com. You want to email me and tell me what hit you, what resonated with you about today. And until next time, cheers to the blooming badassery.